请练习。准备要来欢迎我们的开场演出。掌声送给 Pilots Crew， 谢谢 Pilots Crew 热情的表演。Hello， 欢迎线上以及现场的乘客来到我们桃园璞园领航员的主场，我是一博。
Hello， 大家好，我是元气 MC 若彤。
哎呀，谢谢今天所有的乘客呢，在这个寒冷的天气来到我们的主场来支持。那今天呢，也有非常多小朋友来到现场。那我在3、2、1之后，希望给我一个最大的尖叫声，好吗？3、2、1。哇，非常好，谢谢啦。
好的，没错。那今天呢，也是我们主场的例行赛的最后一天啦。那 TYP 情人周的最后一天 ，TYP 情人之越洋情话，大家也要一起化身跨国系列情人，透过语言以及眼神，让浪漫情话无国界。Love you， 撒黑哇爱丽。那相信大家在周日呢，也有享受到我们温馨浪漫的歌喉战啦。那赛后演唱会如果没有看到的也没关系，可以上我们的领航员官方 YouTube 频道欣赏精彩的演唱会花絮。
没错，一定要准时锁定我们的官方媒体啦。那今天呢，是我们例行赛的最后一场比赛，没有错。接下来呢，也有 BCL 的主场，以及呢，所有人都期待的季后赛。那在这边也要宣导一下各位哦，带着刺激的心情来看球赛呢，但是不要恶意的谩骂让我们一起享受篮球的美好。好的，谢谢。那紧接着呢，我们要来颁发3月最佳棉斗士。
好的，3月份的东超4强决赛，展现拼劲力抗日本顶尖好手琉球黄金国王以及广岛蜻蜓，优异的速度、攻防表现，永不放弃的精神令人敬佩。周日在歌喉战更是化身为伍佰老师，带来美妙的歌声，掌声恭喜神奇小白白耀成，欢迎小白，
欢迎小白。 也欢迎我们营运总监 Uncle Chen 山姆大叔来颁奖啦！小白，恭喜你！
恭喜小白！
好，山姆，好，先来合影一张好了，看向中间摄影师。3、2、1，好，再一张，3、2、1。哎呀，好，按照惯例呢，山姆会来说些话。平常呢？ 对小白也是非常疼爱，东超的时候还打电话说：“我刚刚看球，看小白打我哭了。”这样，好，来，山姆，请说话。
好，我觉得这是非常恭喜小白啦，拿到棉豆腐、棉豆士这个奖，不管国内外的比赛，其实小白都非常拼，所以我觉得这是非常就是值得鼓励的一个球员。领航员真的很有福气，可以有小白这个球员。那另外，我也很感谢大家，今天是我们主场。 例行赛的最后一场主场，也是 TYP 情人的最后一天，所以鼓励大家趁今天，不管是对小白或是对领航员所有的球员、教练团，有爱就要勇敢大声说出来，不要像雅雅的新歌。
爱在心里口难开。
居然还塞了这个桥段，掌声一下好不好？
大家也要支持一下雅雅的新歌《爱在心里口难开》。
哎，
好，那我们就把这个
时间交给小白，好不好？
好，
谢谢 Chen，
谢谢雅雅。
那小白先来单拍一张好了，单拍一张，来看中间的国色猴子歌，来恭喜我们3月最佳棉豆士，3、2、1，好，3、2、1，好，邀请小蔡为我们小白挂上棉豆腐的 MVP 板板。 那现在呢，就请小白来对乘客们说几句话了。
谢谢，就是很感谢各位乘客在我们最后一场主场的例行赛还这么踊跃的进场为我们加油。那我们最后一场比赛，我们也会拿出最全力的以赴的表现来回馈给大家。对，希望大家都可以看得开心。对，谢谢。
最大尖叫声送给神奇小白！
小白，恭喜他！
再次恭喜小白。现在呢，让我们欢迎来访客队——高雄钢铁人。
首先为各位介绍今日来访科队高雄钢铁人篮球队登录名单：0号陈玉安，3号刘承彦，8号林新祥，9号庄朝胜，14号 No.14 Isaiah Anthony Todd 曹德，42号王海玉，77号朱玉君。 先发5人 ，Starting 5，1号 No.1 Isaiah Bristol 艾赛亚，4号李威霆，13号高伟文，32号 No.32 Jordy Kamonga 乔迪，37号 No.57 Marcus Quirk 马克斯。 教练团体能教练林冠军、邱国章，助理教练刘文和，总教练邱大宗，总经理方永喜。
那当然可惜，没有把握住，尽力了。
这看为仆人停留，第一14连霸，第二是在1胜3败的情况下呢，结果大 大逆转成功，在一片不看好的声浪当中，率先抢下了冠军赛的门票。
69第一排切入，大力给点头打算，出手不多，最后杀到底，左手上。但是林志也丢进了中路。我的三分球来了，哇！欧洲步跨几场，切到最后打满得分。
桃园璞园领航员球员名单：水北号3号控球生力军，场上90平，陈立生；水北号10号 All the way up， 坚持到底，领航小可爱林志伟。 水北号42号 Number 42， 领航大男孩空中巨神兵 Julian Boy。让我们欢迎水北号25号，你的护国神阵，领航不倒翁林正。 水北号2号空中快递飞扣后卫阿瑞陈玉瑞，现在我要听到一个最大的掌声，让我们欢迎水北号6号关键杀手偏跳大师关达拉梅拉关大佑。 水北号12号领航剑齿虎 Never Give Up 篮球贵公子李佳康。Starting Five 先发5人名单。水北号1号禁区居所篮板先知 Mustafa 丁安迪。 水北号24号 Number 24桃园哥哥领航士官长 Trevion Brett。水北号30号控球魔术师神奇小白白耀成。 水北号45号 Number 45全能前锋琼斯战斗机 Jera Jones。全场的乘客给我一个最大的尖叫声！让我们欢迎水北号69号全程的希望狂野 MVP 夜王69卢俊祥。 丰原5云凯公司彭立珍，技能教练刘厚少，技能教练刘年杰，助理教练柯万伟，助理教练唐伟杰，助理教练陈世杰，助理教练王启峰，助理教练及球员班总监杨一峰，总教练 Caminos。
King upon his throne, you can all bow down together.
好的，在今天呢，我们也要欢迎我们包票的贵宾，桃园虎头山青商会 PLEAGUE Crew 呢准备了一个影片要送给你们，请看大荧幕。
Hello， 大家好，我是空姐友友，我是凯莉，我是梦洁，欢迎桃园虎头山青商会的大朋友及小朋友们来到我们的主场。今天的比赛就是让你热血沸腾，准备好为领航员呐喊助威了吗？
让我们一起为他们加油，享受这场精彩的比赛吧！耶！
谢谢我们包票贵宾，桃园虎头山青商会。接下来呢，我们乘客也要用热情来接给我，欢迎今天的与会贵宾，欢迎我们青商会。
欢迎来桃园。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. Mischief abound. Welcome to the April 1st regular season game of the season. The Kaohsiung Steelers will be the visitors as we wrap up the final regular season game in Taoyuan against the home Pauian Pilots, of course. The placements of the standings table are locked in. The Pilots want to win their 2 remaining games to equal the first season Braves for the best regular season win percentage. The Braves have won 3 straight games to clinch second. The Ghost Hawks will get at least a week off after their last regular season game next Saturday against the Steelers. And the Steelers have 5 chances to get their lone win of the season, a friend. On the Mandarin broadcast on the left is Zhang Longxuan and 蔡晴晴。球迷朋友们，你找到官方的英文转播，要听龙轩跟晴晴的讲评，当然就按照中文的转播连接。谢谢你的收看，记得我们 Plus 的转播2个都帮我们按赞。I'm Ryan Chen, happy to be here on a Tuesday night. The Pilots are fresh off their annual TYP Valentine's concert, getting bigger and better every season. Basketball-wise, the Braves won 98-93 on Sunday night, combined with last Tuesday's win over the Ghost Hawks. Jeffrey Whitty won week 15, or the week MVP with 15 points per game, 18.5 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game. Coming in the news press today, Chen signed a 4-year deal with the Pilots, an extension that will line him up with a lot of his teammates above Justin, Jackie, Chen Yurui, Guan Daiyou, and Ling Zhen to their various accords, signing long-term contracts. Chen finishing his rookie deal of 2 seasons plus the team option. And prospectively, we might be seeing Ling Zhen return to action. He's been nursing a bunch of injuries. Guan Daiyou had an ankle turn in the last game. We don't expect him to play in tonight's action. But this Pilots crew, besides Chen Yurui, are all drafted or signed as rookies by the club and have been brought up to this point in their careers in the team history. And that's even without a first overall pick. Maya Tanzania signing with the Braves in the offseason. The Pilots with the parent company Pauian carrying that legacy of a strong core of domestic players who play together for a number of years. Amni Mustafa Deng turned in an 18 rebound performance on Sunday against the Braves. That was a career high. Previously, actually had 17 rebounds on April 14th in a loss against the Steelers. That was his rookie season. That mark is one short of Manimal, former Pilot who had 19 in the inaugural season on April 3rd, I believe, against the Dreamers for the non-import mark in the Plus League. Impressive about Andy is he's been such a high efficiency rebounder for a career, 12.64 rebounds per 36. That is very close to Quincy Davis, who would be leading all non-import players with 12.66 rebounds of qualified players, of course. And Amdi was voted the Miantofu Player of the Month for the Pilots.
谢谢你们选择我，我今天会很开心。谢谢所有的球迷会来帮我们加油。我希望大家都会很健康，去季后赛拿下冠军。好，谢谢。
掌声送给丁安迪。
A 3-year member of the champion NCCU Griffins, where he made the move over to Taiwan. He also was the pilot with the individual game high in the East Asia Super League with 15 rebounds and 13 rebounds on that list. The record was held on the season by Marco Bolt's Akil Mitchell, who had 22. So with that backdrop, it's time to introduce the starting lineups. But first, the referees Zhang Junwei, Mei Mingsen, and Zhang Zizhan. For the Steelers, Jordy Chimaga, Marcus Burke, Isaiah Briscoe, joined by Zozo Gao Weilun and Li Weiting will start for the boys of the Steelers. And for the Pilots, Amdi next to Travion Graham, Jaron Jones, Ethan Biaoten, and number 69, Justin Lu Junxiang. The Steelers will be wearing their kind of gray-washed light-colored jerseys. The Pilots will be wearing their orange pinstripes. An inverted ball screen, and Jaron Jones up top will give it up. On the switch, Jones, a runner way off as we get started. Wide open, Kaohsiung gets the game started with a 3. Kaohsiung in his second career start. Previously was on the alley-oop, a deflection. Previously on March 1st, a month ago, against the Pilots, 21 minutes played as Isaiah into the painted area and dishing it out. Li Weiting trying to add to it, and he does. A 6-0 start for the Steelers. Anyways, Kaohsiung, 21 minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and fouled out of the game as underneath Travion giving it up as Jaron Jones was wide open for 3, and that's a splash. And because Kaohsiung actually played well on January 16th in Taoyuan, where he had 12 points off the bench, but he's also had bad experiences in this ball court. Amdi on Jordy Chimaga, who's got a touch, working on that right post, spinning baseline and off the glass. Steelers Steelers scoring on 3 consecutive possessions. Backdoor, Justin lays it in. Justin sat out the weekend due to arrest. And reasonably so. We detailed how he played on Chinese Taipei and for the Pilots on a back-to-back, 3 games in 4 nights. Then after flying 5 hours to Malaysia, was with the Pilots as they played their very first Basketball Championship League Asia East game, and in fact the first game of the competition after its reformation. Out of the baseline, Isaiah Briscoe, the top scorer in the Plus League, knocks it down. A 3-ball, and so the Steelers starting this game off hot. They're coming off of a loss 92-98 against the Braves at Hoping Gymnasium. Davion Graham hacked by Galway-Wood, and will be our first foul of the game. Isaiah Briscoe leading the Plus League at 31.5 points per game. Jaron Jones, he knocks down another. Backing 1-3 up with a second. Bringing the Pilots to within 3 as Jordy Chimaga not on the kick. Quirk across the ting. He'll try another one and buries it. Steelers red hot to start the game. I think that's 5 deep jumpers that they've made now. Justin to Bayousen. He'll try to join the fray. Off mark, and a whistle against the Pilots. My mistake, that's 4 straight threes. Their last game against the Braves, only 10 for 44. That's only 23% from beyond the arc. And we always talk about how Hoping Gymnasium is so offensive oriented. Travion Graham going underneath, leaving Amdi on a Briscoe as he takes another 3 and it rolls out. Trying to look for Amdi early as Jones will relieve Ethan of the basketball. Wide open, Travion Graham might have had that tipped as Jones falling out of bounds. He was pushed. As good as the Steelers have looked early, let's see how they adjust with a change to personnel. As Travion Graham finally leaves the floor. Curious about a number of contacts that were not called. It's a line change as Jaron Jones and Justin stay on. Julian Boyd in the front court, Zue or Wayne on the wing, and number 3 backup point guard Anderson are in there. Tonight for the Pilots, Alec Brown is sitting. Up close, it's a whistle against the Pilots. Jones was off on a Sunday as get a clean hit of the basketball at some point, but you see contact with the arm as well. At the line, Jordy Chimaga on the season, a 48% free throw shooter. Averages a league high 16.8 boards per game. So a 16-10 lead for the Road Steelers. As we mentioned, they're looking for another win on the season. They're currently in the midst of a 12-game losing streak. That's a league record. A rebound by Jordy as Isaiah Briscoe has Anderson in front. Crossovers to a pass as Chimaga will show off the stroke. Steelers with incredible three-point shooting to start the game. They've only missed one. Wayne to Anderson, given the room, and a little too strong. Pilots are playing their third game in 4 nights as Briscoe avoids 2 and throws it way out of bounds. And a WTF earns him a technical foul. I want to see that one again. Not easy for him to take on several Pilots in transition there. Nights ago, Jurgi Caminos, the head coach of the Pilots, and Alec Brown earned themselves technicals in the face of officiating that was not optimal. Cross screen for Boyd. Underneath for Wayne, keeping it high and putting it down. Once again, Jurgi putting Julian Boyd on one of his opponent's best perimeter players. In a few games against the Ghost Hawks, Julian Boyd was tasked with guarding Brendan Frazier. Anderson out to Justin and sucking in all of the defense. An open 3 is foul against Boyd. Be the 3rd team foul, as indicated by those white boxes underneath the team names. 6:22 is on the clock, and we are in our first break with the Steelers starting off strong with a 6-point lead against the #1 team in the standings.
Pilot School.
Appropriate time for us to remind the viewing audience that the Cheerleader Squad of the Year and Cheerleader of the Year both ongoing. You follow the Plus League official line account. If you're watching on the Plus League official YouTube account, be sure to leave a like. Our last Tuesday night basketball of the regular season has us in Taoyuan Arena, going up against the Steelers, who the Pilots are 6 wins and no losses on the season. Members of the Kaohsiung Athena also in the building to take in the game. Steelers with the basketball. Have Isaiah Briscoe run the Allen Iverson cut, taking on 2 defenders and a whistle. Boyd and Amdi coming over to help. Isaiah has been dealing with an injured right hand for much of the season. That time running into the defense, and it paid off. Steelers last played on March 23rd, where Briscoe had 28 points for them coming at the free throw line. With the 2 made free throws, he increases the lead. Boyd, 2 dribbles and picked it up as an overpass to Anderson. Looking for some help. Andy comes up the screen. The snake dribble. Out to JB in the left corner and splashes it. Pilots not too shabby shooting the 3-ball themselves. That is their 3rd make of the evening as Li Weiting open in the corner, grazes the rim, and a scramble for the rebound. It'll be taken away by the Pilots as Shimaga was doing his sit-up. Anderson, a dribble adjustment, and still off as ball in the middle of the floor. Ting, the 1-legged floater, is off as a little comical rebound will be out of bounds, and they say off of White. Steelers in man defense with Isaiah giving Anderson a lot of space. Back there. And nobody in that vicinity as Li Weiting slipped, but they only leave the Pilots with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Anticipatory pass made me think that somebody was supposed to be in the corner. Pilots starting this game 3 for 9 from behind the 3-point arc. 2 of them by Jaron Jones. Julian Boyd, a quick catch and shoot, no good, and long rebound to Orange. Now Anderson high off the backboard and good. Pilots close to within 3 points again. They have 6 offensive rebounds. The Steelers only have 6 rebounds in total. Shimaga going underneath and stopped. Ball on the deck, and Wayne comes away with it. He's racing on the left side and finds some contact. Go at the free throw line. And look at Andy holding Shimaga off just long enough. Jordy, 2.6 blocks a game is no joke as the Steelers call timeout. Well, it looks like the Pilots have more to say to the officials at this point in the game.
You out. Abu 进来 ，Let's go。出来了，出来了，2人一边没有被斗，2人一边不要被斗，2人一边 ，OK。 你懂意思吗？停在3分线，一个突破停3分线，你刚跑到人追。那这个是谁？没得没标，不。
During the break, Coach Cho, a short and sweet message. 把握, that's to take hold of, both in terms of rebounds and in terms of shot opportunities, as now it's Jurgi's turn to inquire what the officials think. Abu Liu Chenyan will join Kevin and Isaiah Todd on the floor. Wayne averaging 10 minutes played. Rim out the free throw. Looks to cross the 200 minutes played mark tonight or in the next game he plays. Makes the adjustment, and we have a 2-point game. Quick deep shot by Isaiah Briscoe, and the Steelers, if it hasn't been said already, are officially hot. A couple of made threes by Briscoe, equaling what he did against the Braves in the last game, as Anderson keeps his pace and scoops in a layup. Abu fadeaway jumper is going to be Isaiah Todd's opportunity for a putback. Fresh in the ball game, the newest import for the Steelers a couple months ago. An easy interception, and Briscoe has one man to beat and lays it in. Early 10 points for number 1 of the Steelers. Down low to Amby, going against Marcus Quirk, and a turnover was called. Time for a change in the backcourt, as Ethan will be joined by Ray, the only local player that was not drafted by the Pilots, signed still while he was a rather young professional out of Taiwan Trust, as Amby's long arms gobbles that rebound. Javion Graham going with a whistle and one. Coming in a little bit late, Wang Kaiyu probably participating in some of the Griffin celebrations after winning their, is that right, their 5th straight title? I should know, I was there for 3 of them in the last few years at the UBA championship. Apu on the switch, flipping it back, as again Isaiah Todd unchecked on the rebound. Back to a 7-point lead as Travion lines it up, and bingo. Graham made 3 of 9 threes for 23 points against the Braves this past Sunday, as Pilots get the ball to Ethan and they head up court. And he's got Marcus on him as he skips it out. And Isaiah Briscoe, a good anticipation, will get the charge call. You see Briscoe anticipate that right-handed dribble. So 5 team fouls apiece with about 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Offensive fouls don't result in free throws, but they do account to the total as Ethan strips it away. Deep pass ahead. It's Andy who will take his time and drop in the deuce. Briscoe going against Travion, and it's a foul the other way. And that's 2 in less than a minute for Travion Graham. See that hand getting involved. A little bit unlucky. Sometimes that's how close these margins are. One import lineup for the Pilots as Isaiah Briscoe puts a lot too much on that free throw. See on the bench, Ali Daniel. We haven't seen him in a long time. December 8th was the last time the Steelers second-year player has been on the floor, and late into the season, you see a lot more of this rotation and for rest or for injury as Ethan kick out to an open, it's Ray, and that's a big brick considering the accurate sharpshooting we've had on the game. Crossover, shook one, and stepping into the defense, a whistle is called for Isaiah Briscoe. Ethan, not easy a player to shake as Ray stepped in and I believe the foul was against Ray. It could have been on either player as Amdi will race off, replaced by JB there. On for the Steelers, Zhu Yujing. We mentioned how Justin was off for the weekend. Number 25, Ling Zhen, did suit up. Not sure if he'll play or not. Li Jiakong also did not participate in his normal warm-up routine. Don't anticipate him to play. And for the Steelers, typically regulars, if not outright in the starting lineup, Phil, Chen Pauian, and number 7, Liu Yanting are out tonight. We're counting down the seconds, about a 5-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Wayne kick out to Jaron Jones to make it 3 in the first quarter. Again, catching it up high as Ethan visits those courtside seats angled in the corner. Not too bad of a contest. Too much height as running to the corner and offering up a one-arm fling. That'll be it in the first quarter. The Steelers, thanks to hot shooting, lead by 2 points as they take on the Pilots for the last time here in Taoyuan Arena in the regular season.
TYP 情人主题，让我们看向大荧幕，上面是我们的69卢俊祥以及咪咪赵娟州，跟着咪咪还有卢俊祥一起摆出一样的姿势，背靠背，一个1，有没有？有，就这样，非常好，非常好。等一下被照到的乘客们要模仿一下哦，乘客照到你了。哎，这位在吃法大炸鸡的朋友，好吃哦，赶快比一下。没错，背靠背。模仿一下，就是这样。哦，帅，非常帅，很漂亮。咪咪跟雅雅，本人，非常好，就是这样。哦，雅雅现在是扮演卢俊祥哦。乘客照到你了，我们的 Pregame 时刻到喽，非常好。哦，来了， 袖套送69次新袖套，非常好，非常棒。哦，佩晨、悠悠，换你们了，背靠背，背靠背，非常对，镜头在这边，非常好，美女找到你了，非常好，比出一个1。好的，最后一组，谢谢你们，比出一个1。好的，感谢各位乘客，谢谢，也谢谢 Palace Crew。好，领证，领证，最后一个，美女举手，比赛，背靠背，背靠背，旁边那边，好，谢谢，谢谢大家，我们加油。
谢谢领证，谢谢若彤，谢谢各位。第2局比赛开始。
Welcome back to the broadcast. The Plus League, starting this season, has an English Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. Kind of a zone-up look for the Steelers as they're leaving Taoyuan wide open. Ethan crashing through, flings up a shot and an acrobatic over-the-shoulder finish by Julian Boyd. We'll see if they count that an assist. That would be pretty generous. The Steelers, 33 points in the first quarter, way outpacing their average of only 23 across the season in that first 12 minutes. Chimaga keeping the dribble alive, but bumbling it. Was the start of something good as Julian Boyd looking for deep position, and it was a take foul pretty much the whole way by poor Li Xingxiang there, battling JB. To Ethan with the desperate heave. They do count that as a shot. Not the worst thing in the world. Former Steeler and Pilots head coach, Dr. Basketball, Chen is watching the game. Isaiah Todd to an open teammate. Tu showing off the stroke. Connects with a 3 from the left corner, putting the Steelers back ahead of the ball game. Ethan Euro step puts it up and is fouled. Isaiah Todd, one of the closer defenders up top to block him. A look at a patient look. The Steelers, looking at their shot chart, have not missed a 3 in the left corner in a couple of attempts. They also have 2 wing 3-pointers from the left side as well. Thanks to our handy-dandy website. View such stats, PLeagueofficial.com/game, as a foul as Isaiah Todd was driving the basket. Up against Jones. Julian Boyd nearby, and see that brush to the chest, could have done it. Isaiah Todd playing in his 6th game with the Steelers, averages 13 points. If we stretch it out, his playing time to per 36, he scores 22 points per 36. Second on the team to Briscoe as Boyd is hit on the layup attempt. More substitutions as Anderson, after a bad turnover in the first quarter, is back in there. See that two-handed swipe. On the game, the Pilots have made 7 out of 9 free throws. There you see on the bench the saxophone soloist Kenny G impersonating Alec Brown. Showed off his chops in Sunday's performance, playing Careless Whisperer. He's taken his first Plus League game off since December 17th. Definitely has a chance for the highest attendance, highest participation by Plus League imports as Todd clutches, and I don't think they'll count the basket, but another foul as Julian Boyd would like a word. I kind of agree that it's a little hard to take this Julian Boyd foul, considering at least it appears on that second replay to be that he got to the spot. Now, what the offensive player does is up to him. In and out with a free throw, and the Pilots remain in front. Quickly going down court. Ziwei is fouled, and maybe the referees will take a look at this possible interference or goaltending. They're having a chat, talking it over. And it looks like they will count the basket. Bad transition defense by the Steelers, and it definitely looks on the replay that Todd came over as the ball was on the way down. The referees will still give it a look. Always good for the referees to clearly communicate what their initial call was, then go to the monitor. Always a rule of thumb, if the basketball is more than halfway from the shooter's release to the basket, it should be on its way down, and certainly not an issue of interference whether the ball touches the backboard first. That baseline angle is not going to help. Maybe on the other side. And this is what I'm talking about. The Steelers, as mentioned, are on a prolonged losing streak. I'll say they are playing better toward this latter stretch, despite being eliminated from playoff contention back on March 16th, as the referees do confirm it was goaltending and the 2 points will count. So Ziwei will have one free throw coming up. In the last 6 games, the Steelers have lost by only 11 points or less in that losing streak, and in the last 3 of 4 have actually lost by single digits. Still not an easy task going up against the Pilots, as strong as they've been all season. The Pilots only had in the Plus League a rough stretch when they lost 2 of 3. That was that long homestand where they had many games in a row, and make it 3 out of 4 if you include their East Asia Super League game against the Hiroshima Dragonflies. Shimaga stretches with the left arm and hooks it in. Shimaga has 9 points as Anderson. They swing it around to Julian Boyd. Single coverage by Todd. Jones, a high rainbow, and butter. Jaron Jones leading all Pilots, and in fact all scorers of the game with 14. He's tasked with guarding Shimaga this time. A hook pass over to Apu. A good look and a good shot. Justin easily passes by the initial defender and bounces off the Steeler out of bounds. One thing about modern basketball that's really impressing me, I should say, is after the San Antonio Spurs popularized the hammer pass. First look at Wayne from the left wing, got it. Leads away now with 8 points to his name. Looks to be the second Pilot to score in double digits. So close as the ball is bounced out. Shimaga patient with it, spinning and flipping it up and in. He does have big height advantage down low against Boyd and whoever Pilot locals down there. Anderson doing around the world twice, flipping it back for JB and a 3-second call. Having a little bit too much fun there. Look at Boyd waiting for the pass, and if it was an alley-oop, you might save yourself a second. Switch into a layup. That's a sweet play by Steelers number 8, Ling Xixiang, out of Nasan High School. Actually, fellow alums of that high school, like Guan Daoyou, like Li Jiakang. There's a foul on the shot. And look at coming around the curl. Thought about passing it to Shimaga there, but you see Julian Boyd jump over to cover the pass off, not so much the shot. The Steelers on their part, 7 of 12 from the free throw line, with Isaiah Briscoe sinking 5 of them. Isaiah Todd, though, 0 for 4. Justin sinks his second. And the promotional material for this last homestand, Justin is always paired up with Pilots Crew's Korean cheerleader Mimi Zhao Junzhou. The Steelers miss, and here come the Pilots again with a 1-point lead. Justin terminated his dribble as now Boyd will ghost the screen. Anderson with some power, in fact. Not a clean look, but the Steelers on Steelers crime resulted in out of bounds. And 4 players will get substituted on. But first, the Pilots want to talk it over with 7 minutes left in the first half. Trying to wrap up this homestand with a victory. We'll go to break and be back with the broadcast after this.
也请我们所有的乘客看到我们大荧幕，记得呢，年度啦啦队人气票选要投给谁？好，我们乘客，请问一下，年度啦啦队人气票选投给谁？谢谢各位。请各位呢记得扫描 QR code 来支持我们 Pirates Crew 年度啦啦队人气票选。
Group A action now moves to Indonesia as Pelita Jaya hosts games Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, with your Pilots right in the middle of that schedule in the BCL Asia East. The home teams will host 3 games in a row, 3 in 4 days. As we started off with the NS Deer matrix, Travion Graham on the jump pass. A Swing it around against the Steelers zone. Julian Boyd, a turnaround? No. Anderson, he'll try the fade away. Got the touch. Briscoe, a swim move and a fancy move results in 2. Briscoe is the player in the plus league right now that best demonstrates the threat of a 1 or 2-step layup, as Justin, with the touch, drops it through. Todd and Isaiah Briscoe, 2-man game. Now kick out right to Amdi as he smacks it a little bit off of Anderson, and a good deflection, no look. Numbers for the Steelers. To the corner, Marcus Quirk shoots the contested 3, no matter. Downs another triple for the Steelers. They are 9 for 15 from 3, 8 of 15 from 2 in this game. And he's got deep positioning, patient with it, and an eventual foul is called. Help defender came. Marcus Quirk down low was called. Hands were coming down. This is where good communication from your teammates would help. If you know you have a help defender coming, you can either stay vertical or maybe even disengage and try to go for the steal like he did, but he was kind of in between. Chimaga will replace Todd for the Steelers as Andy makes the first free throw. Coming into tonight, 13 for 18 from the line. That's 72%. Justin will head out. How about another 3? Wayward by the Steelers. The foul first as Andy was backing down Chimaga, and that will be more free throws. It's his first on Chimaga. As you see, the Steelers had cross matchups. Zozo and rookie Zhang Caohsiung, or Dobie as he's called in the Steelers locker room, guarding the 2 imports for the Pilots. Amdi now with 5 points on the night. On Sunday was 1 of 3 from the field for 2 points. But of course, the big note is his 18 rebounds. Tony Ray's turn to guard Isaiah Briscoe on the double team. A deflected pass as Galway having some fun with some fans in that corner, maybe friends of his. 6 points on his night, but more importantly, a tied ball game. Pilots, not a lot of movement. As that one, look what I found. Tenere, backwards floater, no. Briscoe behind the back, now going to the basket and slamming it home. What a way to take back the lead for the Steelers. After Taoyuan drains the three. Pilots really needed that. Only 4, now 5 of 25 in the quarter. And they've turned it over 4 times. Many possessions here. Nice dump off for Chimaga, lost the handles of it. He's trying to go again. A dump off pass out of control, and with 3 minutes to go, Travion will get Dobie to foul there in the open court. And look at Briscoe, even dribble behind the back in the face of Ethan, a daring move. No luck on that free throw by Travion Graham. Very much improved shooter from the field is Travion, but at the line, only 52%. He'll head out, Justin will return. Pilots without the services of Jackie Lee Jiakang. So Ethan is on him as Zhang Taoyuan, long threes missed. And an aggressive foul. Pilots did have only 2 team fouls at this point. Sideline out of bounds for the Steelers. Right away to Isaiah Briscoe. Skip pass, Marcus Quirk 3, a little short as Andy catches it on the other side of the backboard. That's always gonna be a good feeling for rebounders. Almost like you get an extra one instead of out of bounds. Karen Jones to his right, Justin dribbling with Andy screening. Now Taoyuan driving kick. Jones, flip to Andy, puts it up, and that's no good. Patient offense, didn't quite get all the openings they wanted, so I think more credit to the Steelers for sticking with that defensive possession. A little alley-oop, and Chimaga finishes. Very accurate finesse flip by Isaiah Briscoe. One more assist for him tonight, bringing his total to 4. Jones fouled on the drive, and more Pilots free throws. And look, a switch, and Andy not contest the pass, and Taoyuan not stay connected, making that alley-oop a little easier. Substitution to get Wayne in for the Pilots. And on the Steelers side, Taoyuan, the last player for the Steelers to get on the floor. He's on the block. The highest scoring game between these two teams was 217. The first time they matched up back on December 7th. That was also the Pilots' high score at 123 points. They set the league record for halftime scoring in the first half at Kaohsiung Music Center. Briscoe jump and an interception on the pass. Good read by Jones. Pilots speeding up ahead as Andy guarded by 2. Briscoe making it tough for Justin, who takes to the floor, needs some help. Still 9 seconds left on the clock. How about a 40-footer back iron, and the Steelers have a chance to tie or take the lead. Galway from down the middle, no. Deep pass to Jones, it's over the top, and Missed opportunity. It's the Steelers want to talk it over. You see Isaiah Briscoe meet Justin to all these spots, and eventually Justin's legs gave out. If the offensive player runs into your chest, runs into your stomach, as long as you have the legs to stay up, like Briscoe was the first few times, then the offensive players, in fact, will have the challenge staying upright.
Isaiah now is playing to pass and shoot the first. Next play. We go. Listen. Justin. This short corner, okay?
Pilots don't have a chance at setting the record, but they still have a chance to tie the Season 1 Taipei Fubon Braves, who won 19 and lost 5 in a 24 regular season game schedule. The Pilots in the same situation here in Season 5. Need to win both games and gain just 2 percentage points, as their loss to the Braves on Sunday ended their 4-game winning streak. One thing about the first season Braves is they won 8 straight to end the season.
But if I jump to my guy, it's foul. I know how to say it. And he did three. The first same play, he did 3 times. 3 times. The first one was like this. One to when he won one spoon, and another with the other speed. You don't go foul.
4 of those wins for the Braves came against the Pilots by an average margin of 18. Now the only 2 Pilots remaining from that squad, number 6 Guan Dayo and number 25 Lin Zhen, who are rookies then. Pilots do boast a better road record, but first, Zue takes the 4th Pilot's foul, I don't think on purpose. But under a minute, not the worst thing in the world. You see a hit to Briscoe's right arm. Zay wants it on the left wing. Jab step left, open 3 on the right, as I don't know if he even touched the rim. Anderson loses his balance, and we have a 2-on-2. Dobie to Briscoe in the left corner. Oh, that was their spot, but it seems like Isaiah kind of losing his legs. Halftime coming up to rest up. So Pilots with the lead. Let's see if they run at what Yergi drew up. Justin in the right wing. Jones down on the block. Up fake. Draw a second defender. Clutching, missing as Andy misses the putback attempt. And still 8 seconds left as Justin take foul. And we'll see about the nature of the foul. The calling referee said it was on the floor. Certainly a risky situation for the Pilots, 2 or 3. You see Justin tapping and then tapping again, just as Briscoe was collecting the basketball. Could see this going either way. First free throw falls for Isaiah Briscoe. They want to tie the game up heading into the locker rooms. The Steelers' lone win on the season had them up big at halftime. A takeaway and another foul.
He pushed 3 times and you call now. Come on. And where's 3 shots?
See at the situation. Certainly the contact that was made by the Steeler, then the contact that made by the Pilot, I guess should be in equal amounts. So a couple trips to the line, but the Steelers back ahead of the ball game. Only 3 seconds came off the clock, so Jones cannot get it off in time. And a 61-59 lead after the first half of play for the Kaohsiung Steelers.
好的，现在呢，请所有乘客、球迷朋友们拿出你的手机，帮我们呢切到寄送简讯的页面。好，今天我们要来玩 TYP 情人的中场游戏 Call-in Game。
是的，没错，岳阳连线是谁来电？
岳阳连线是谁来电？记得这个是我们的通关密语，你现在可以先打到你的简讯里面。岳阳连线是谁来电？然后呢，打下你坐在哪里，你的座位号。再等等，3、2、1之后，我们的大荧幕会公布今天的电话号码，率先发送进来我们收件箱的2位球迷朋友们，就可以获得我们今天提供的礼物喽。请问各位准备好了吗？好，那看我们的大荧幕，请锁定3、2、1。
0912804921，0912804921是今天的电话号码，赶快输入电话号码传送简讯。哎，不是打电话哦，传送简讯哦，还要传你的座位哦。哦，来了，
可能是有人想跟你对话了哦。好，飞航先开起来，我们来看一下这个简讯前2名。来。哇，
哎，有点多。好，来了，第一位是坐在我们 M 区的0308 M 区的0308座位。
M 区，
哎，哦，看到了，是乘客。
请来到我们中圈，穿着我们领航员法披的这位乘客。
好，接下来呢？是我们 P 区0402 ，P 区0402，
哎呀，都是我们乘客席的朋友们。
举起你的手。
0402
，P 区的0402，
欢迎来到我们中圈，恭喜你！
恭喜以上2位乘客！
恭喜你们，这是我们 TYP 情人之岳阳情话的最后一天啦，那也是我们本期的最后一次的中场游戏。
是的，没错，可以得到我们由 Lexons 精美好礼。
好，
让我们的雅雅进行颁奖。
好，请我们。
Welcome back to the broadcast. I'm Ryan Chen, commentating from Taoyuan Arena. The Steelers will be the home team for the final 4 games of the P.LEAGUE regular season. But first off, this Tuesday night game against the Pilots, they have the 61-59 lead. We have points, field goal shooting, 3-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers from top to bottom. The Steelers have been red hot shooting the 3-ball. 6 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter. Really make them competitive in a high-scoring game against the Pilots. Jordy Chimaga and Isaiah Todd have also been pulling their weight from a 2-point range and with putbacks. So overall, their field goal percentage north of 50%. And they're actually leading points in the paint against the Pilots, 20-16. Don't really expect to see that. The Pilots have also responded with Jaron Jones leading the way. He is a perfect 4 for 4 from 3, and also 4 for 4 from the line. So the only blemish on his line is 0 for 3 from 2. Not necessarily the worst trade-off in the world. We'll get to the leading scores soon after. Well, the Pilots have also shot themselves in the foot with 8 turnovers in the first half, 4 coming from backup point guard Sanisa. A lot of his passes were too easy to read and not handling the Steelers' physicality well. The Pilots did have the lead, and I think a big part of it was their lead at the free throw line until the last minute or so of the game. Even the last 10 seconds, Isaiah Briscoe in transition fouled, and then the Steelers forced a turnover. The Pilots were trying to execute a full court 7-second play. Then the immediate foul on the loose ball. So Steelers converting 11 out of 16 free throws. Pilots 15 for 21. Both of those squads just around 70%, what you would expect. And once again, both teams not at full strength at this point of the season. Pilots gearing up for the playoffs and perhaps preserving some strength, while the Steelers have the last 4 games of the League regular season and really want to add 1, if not more, wins to their regular season that's been far from competitive. So we'll go to break, and after this, it'll be leading scorers in the first half of the ball game.
天气变化及病菌引起的喉咙疼痛，可服用舒立效。药效成分有效杀灭细菌，缓解喉痛。我推荐舒立效。
Hello， 大家好，我是雨轩 Amy。
Alec Brown or Bola.
TYP 情人周，我们桃园巨蛋见
See you there.
Get ready, it's coming. You hunting or you running? Get ready, get ready, get ready, ready. It's coming. It's coming. You hunting or you running? It's coming. Get ready, yeah. Know your enemy. Prepare mentally, get the sticks and the weaponry. I'm a soldier, my blood is colder, and I'm shutting you down, it's over. I told you, I'm bringing the fire, I'm a live wire, top of the top and we taking it higher. I feel the power now.
Welcome back to the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to Plus League Basketball. Be sure to leave a like if you're watching on YouTube. I and our Plus League colleagues would really appreciate it. The Steelers lead the ball game after the first half of play, 61-59. Steelers have had 10 players get on the scoreboard, and they're looking to surpass their high mark of three-pointers made in the game, set a couple games ago on March 16th, where they made 16 threes. They had the 62-57 halftime lead, but then allowed 58 points by the Braves and being held to 44 themselves in the second half. One thing that's been good, especially in the second quarter, Isaiah Briscoe taking on Justin on the defensive end. The Pilots' offense not flowing means they've had to go to a lot of one-on-ones. Isaiah Briscoe leads the game with 19 points, followed by Jordy Chimaga's 13. He's had good touch and good finishing. The Steelers have also been good at keeping Julian Boyd off the rebounds and allowing his low positioning or offensive rebounding to really get them back in the game. Isaiah Briscoe's dribbling certainly having an easier time of it without Jackie Lee. Jiao Kong, the Pilots' best perimeter defender. On the Pilot side, they're led by Jaron Jones, 16 points. He talked about his 4 three-pointers made in the first half, perhaps looking to set a season high. Lindsay follows up with 8 off the bench. Julian Boyd with 7. Travion Graham, haven't said his name too much, has not had the easiest time with a little bit of foul trouble in the game.
今天的比赛就是让你热血沸腾，准备好为领航员呐喊助威了吗？
让我们一起为他们加油，享受这场精彩的比赛吧！耶！
好的，请各位乘客再次让我们欢迎今天的与会贵宾，欢迎桃园市政府青年事务局局长侯嘉玲局长，欢迎。再次掌声欢迎我们桃园市议员黄嘉琪议员，欢迎，
欢迎议员。
最后欢迎我们桃园市虎头山国际青年商会会长林继成会长，欢迎，
欢迎会长。
谢谢我们桃园虎头山青商会，谢谢，
感谢与会贵宾。
很快我们下半场的比赛就要在1分半之后开始，请各位乘客球迷朋友们缓缓地回到座位上。今天的天气稍微寒冷，请各位乘客球迷朋友们注意保暖。 第3节比赛即将开始。
We're just about ready to get the second half started. The Steelers wearing their, I want to say, dark white jerseys against the Pilots in their orange pinstripes, or I guess orange jersey with blue pinstripes. Briscoe kick out as Kaohsiung avoids the contest, and his three short. Team rebounding by the Pilots. Anderson getting the start in the second half, races it up ahead. Rebound Graham avoids the defense, then dribbles, taking on contact, got it back. Wide open man is Julian Boyd from the right side, clanks the three and got his own board, and a nice hop to a little open layup. Pilot switch as Chimaga avoids the steal. With it, and an easy little baby hook. The Steelers actually previously held the Plus League's longest losing streak. That was set last year, where they scored 90 points per game, lost by an average margin of 10 points. Justin dribbling into an open three, wayward as it's Julian Boyd. Got him in the air, no whistle. As Chimaga will flip it up ahead. Quick screen by Kaohsiung. Anderson taking on the assignment. And a look at that left arm reaching in and finding some contact. Pauian trying to stick with Briscoe. Dribble terminated. Chimaga, wild jumper. This edition of the Steelers in the losing streak averaging 90.6 points per game, but losing by an average margin of 14.5 points. Now, that means their losses have been by a big margin, because I did describe earlier how they were losing games by single digits. And if you can believe it, they're going to count the three-pointer. I would like to see that one again, as the whistle almost looked like it was on the screening action. The three referees will talk it over. And they will elect to go to the monitor on their own. It definitely looked like a curious play.
Next time, give me 2 days ago, no. Next time, give me tap down. Okay? But 2 days ago, no.
And just because the stadium set up, the referees passed by the Pilots bench.
2 days ago wasn't. 2 days ago wasn't. 2 days ago.
You know, look, you see Li Weiting hitting Amdi just as the shot was going up. A play in question is an offensive foul underneath the basket between the Pilots and the Braves. I remember it was Brendan Walters was coming in for a dribble penetration, and his, I think it was a dunk, was counted, but they said offensive foul. So the timing of it is what's in question here, as there's no doubt that Justin shot a three-pointer and the ball went in. It's now a matter of what's going on with the Li Weiting and Amdi contact. If they do say illegal screen, theoretically that will nullify the three-point shot, as it has a sequence of before and after. Now the flip side, that's a modest Pilots advantage, is if a defensive foul is called. Pilots possession, sideline out of bounds, 3 points taken away.
No, he's out. He's out for sure. He's out of time in the basket. I think.
So a long explanation with the commissioner, actually the head of officiating, Ling Jinglong, at the scorer's table. He's taking a look too. There you see Li Weiting with the left arm hook emptying the leg. So it's very doubtful that this is an offensive foul, as Marcus Quirk is pointing, and so does Chimaga.
Don't worry, it's out of time. We know it. It's out of time. It's not valid.
So the referees do wave off the 3.
2 days ago, the same, eh? It's not on you. It's on them. 2 days ago happened the same. And it's out of time, I know. And 2 days ago was out of time also, but they give 2 points to break. That's what I meant.
I think Jurgi's
It's not on you. It's not on you.
not necessarily blaming this
all the ref on this action. You did
this
really well.
particular crew of referees, but certainly pointing out how there's inconsistencies to the application of the replay. Steelers up by 2 with 10 minutes to go in the third. Pilots, though, basketball, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Travion. And again, a foul, it looks like against the screening Amdi. Seems like the Steelers back line need to communicate better about these screens. Elevator for Travion, still guarded tightly by Zozo. Sticking with the play, Travion forced into an air ball and fouls on the rebound. It doesn't seem like Travion's having as easy of a time as earlier in the season when he can drive, but taking on 3 defenders, including the leading shot blocker of the Plus League, doesn't seem like a smart move. Yes, 4 personal. Chimaga, a scoop layup is good. Avoiding the double team and scoring on Julian Boyd down there. 4-point Steelers lead. Anderson given room, falls out of bounds, and Ethan immediately called on from the Pilots bench. See what was going on here, as Li Weiting might have had something to do with that play, but Anderson, by the direction his dribble was, it was toward the that free throw block, as Briscoe is on the deck, and he kicks the ball, saving the Pilots from a live ball turnover and transition opportunity. Let's see, he's claiming some slippage. It looks like both his left and right feet give away. Justin, fouled by Li Weiting, a beat late there on the slide. The last time these two teams played each other, March 1st, Justin, there on the ball, and Jackie were absent from the Pilots lineup, as 3 seconds left. Ethan to Justin, beating the shot clock from the left corner, and pure. Finally, something for the home fans to cheer about. Justin up to 9 points as Steelers start a drive-in kick and a foul first. Here's the Li Weiting on the strong side help. This time, give up the open 3. Meanwhile, on the other side, Ethan, they say, with a foul. You see his right arm is working into Kaohsiung's body. Pauian started the season, I believe, perfect 13 for 13 from the free throw line. He's got 6 points tonight. When unsportsmanlike is called, and we'll see how they manage it. As if it's Travion Grant, that's his 5th, and he is not has an easy night. On the handoff play, I think it is a reasonable unsportsmanlike call. As Pauian runs his hand in, and at least with the hands it looks like a clean strip, but I don't know about down low, that throw off Travion's balance as Pauian misses that free throw, and here comes the second. Travion just taking a lap to pull off. As you may have noticed, in Taoyuan there's a lot of space. Immediately with a post opportunity, Briscoe kick out to Ting. His 3 too long, as a couple of pilots bump on the rebound. It's been a very slow going 3rd quarter. Justin from 14 feet in and out. A man run over as a lay-in for the Steelers. There's Taoyuan, who eventually got up off the floor. Back to an open Jaron Jones, and the Pilots have lost all semblance of offensive flow. This quarter has been 8-5 as Shimaga missed the follow-up. He's hit from behind, count it. Some extra whistles going on as here in the 3rd quarter, the Steelers have now forced the Pilots to 2 of 6 shooting and 2 turnovers. Marcus Quirk, rookie out of Hue Keda. 2-hand push, nice and early, and trying to be encouraged by his teammates to play defense straight up. Inside out as Julian Boyd short with the 3. Maybe the effects of 3 games in 4 days taking effect as Shimaga's there for the coast to coast. Another foul on the perimeter. This will be bonus free throws, and the Pilots really need it, as now under 7 minutes. Finally, the scorer's table figures it out. The Steelers +8 on the quarter have the Pilots on the back foot here at home.
今天要送出的是我们 P.LEAGUE 的海报以及棒棒糖。等一下被大荧幕照到的朋友要记得比出爱心，大爱心、小爱心、中爱心都可以哦。 在爱情里不怕距离，只怕没有把这份心意说出口。爱情没有时差，只有刚刚好的温度与味道。TYP 情人用越洋情话来传达心动讯号。接下来就比出最有温度的爱心，就有机会获得空姐们手中的精美礼物哦。赶快比爱心，被照到乘客就是你。非常好，乘客照到你了，比爱心，比爱心。大爱心，非常好。也别忘了年度。
This day in the Plus League actually goes back a couple of seasons in April 1st, 2023 at 2:30 the afternoon game. The Braves 100 at the Dreamers 96. Michael Singletary had 25 points. He would lead the Plus League that season with 23.3 points per game. And in the evening game, the Kings 90 at home against the Pilots, who had 87. In overtime, the second overtime of the season, Kenny Manigault had 23 points a week after a 20-point, 21 rebound game. Impressive from any player, but especially from a wing and sometimes guard in Kenny Manigault, still with the new Taipei Kings. Taoyuan gets the bounce with the first free throw. Pilots, again, have been held to a very lackadaisical offensive third quarter. Quirk grabs the board as the Steelers have Apu run point. Over the top pass, Shimaga bumped on the baseline and he'll go to the line. Boyd got screened off for a bit. Shimaga nylon with the first free throw. He's been perfect tonight at the line. Audrey with 24 points. Has to go along with 15 rebounds. They counted the other side as Julian Boyd is hit. Some miscommunication on the cross screen by the Steelers. You see Quirk was alone there as Justin was doing the screening and no other teammate in the vicinity. Julian Boyd, a 66% free throw shooter this season. That's despite 54% from 2 and 45% from 3 during live play. And the margin is 9 points as they pass to the high post. Now to the other wing. Taoyuan denying Isaiah Briscoe wherever he goes. Now to Li Wei-Ting. His three, got it. Pilots cover up everyone but number 4. Julian Boyd stumbling and then keeping possession as Jones and Boyd start a two-man game. A wild shot forced as the Steelers get another stop. This time Shimaga with a real tough take, ends up on the hardwood and expands the Steelers lead to a 14 and a foul on the other end. Here another look at the Pilots. Rotate until the away team came open. It's an 18-8 third quarter, make it 18-9. Steelers on the season in the third quarter, on average, make up 1.5 points. Now, the caveat being they've been down after the first half of play in 16 of their 21 games, as Chimango, well-deserved bit of break here at the 5:30 mark. Forced into a missed pass. Here come the Pilots as Jones flips it to Boyd and is stopped by Isaiah Todd. Now numbers the other way as Apu slows it up, then kicks it to Briscoe. He's left wide open and overshoots the three. They say off of the Steelers. Gonna look at what would be an open 2-on-1 as you see Jones actually give it up to Boyd, and it looks like a lot of basketball there. On a body for position as Apu initially came. Now Jones will get the foul going across. Called by the trailing official. You see 8 to 6 fouls on the quarter. Actually, Wei Ting's fourth personal. He, Marcus Quirk, and Galway Lund with 4 apiece. On the Pilot side, Trevion Graham with 5, Julian Boyd with 4 fouls. Pilots have been allowing this Steelers lead to continue to bleed. Really mostly making up their points in the third at the free throw line as Briscoe head fake and keeps the dribble alive. Brings Tony Ray out and now stop and go. Ball bounce and it's Wayne with another steal. And Apu transition not clean with the hands. And it looks like Coach Cho is looking to get a timeout soon, going to the whiteboard. And it is indeed a timeout with 4:18 left here in the third.
我们刚刚的分数是赢分的 ，OK， 你要掌握好，保持好这个优势啊。OK， 刚刚是12分的球啊，保持一直往上 ，OK， 这样了解吧？做好防守，努力的每一次，现在开始守一个攻一个，先守成功一个。Alright， 好，现在版本可以这样做哈。 陶德在上面，现在可以做三角形2次哈。竟然没有，再做一次，这样了解吧 ？Triangle， let's go，let's go， 可以。
This time the word of the timeout is 保持, or to maintain. The Steelers up by 12 points earlier in the quarter. And instructed to run 2 triangle sets. The Pilots were held scoreless from the 8:30 mark up until 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. This time it's Ethan stepping up to the free throw strike. On the game, the Steelers even surpassed the Pilots with 29 to 25 rebounds. Ethan perfect on one trip to the line as it is an 8-point game. Ball screen. Isaiah Todd dribble pull up from 18 feet in and out. Pilots definitely can benefit from playing with more energy. Nobody checks Jaron Jones from the left corner. Too strong as Boyd actually chooses to pass it. Relocates, and again it's Jones. A tough spin move, almost got it as Briscoe jumps in for the rebound. He's going to be guarded by Ziwei. Switch sides, and a miss on the layup. One man ahead is Taoyuan. Two import bigs down low. They finally get it to them. Todd might have gotten away with a push, but Jaron Jones gains back his composure. Probably need to look to the lead official on that kind of play. The two is counted. Oh no, the two is counted as well as the putback.
He missed and he's out. He's our ball. He's our ball. They threw the ball out.
So a bad situational awareness on all the pilots who didn't play through the miss. That'll be pretty embarrassing when it comes up on film. The lead is only 6 as Taoyuan flings up a shot thinking he was fouled, and Steelers rotate around. Briscoe has a man to his flank. Isaiah Todd trying to get it going, and bottom to 3 from the right corner. Todd was previously 0 for 1 as a couple of bodies down on the transition play. Thankfully, it looks like Ethan and Abu are ready to go again. Isaiah Briscoe back at point. Apu to his left. He waiting, fakes the screen. Now goes the corner as the Steelers dispossession, and Julian Boyd will put it back in as Jaron Jones, asking for a technical, goes at the basketball, and I think rightfully so, is teed up. Now, understandably, he should have definitely been granted a foul call, as what was an okay game is turning into a poor referee performance on back-to-back plus league games.
I'm really tired with this. I'm really tired. I'm really tired with this. He called 3 guys.
It's got a hand, bro.
Hey, JJ.
Seems like there's more for the referees to figure out as well.
Is that timeout? It's only stop. 没有 no call. I didn't call. 我没有 call 啊。我没 call 暂停了。对了。
So if anything, that might be messing with the pilots who were going to their bench. for Jaron Jones. That will be his third personal, as you see clearly fouled by Isaiah Todd holding him. Neither the lead official nor the slot official on the play blew their whistles. So for Jones to only get a 1 technical here probably is on the generous side. But that's not necessarily a vote of confidence for the officials, though, for being generous. Travion Graham back in. He's guarding Briscoe. Julian Boyd on the switch. Still targeting Graham. Post up to a fadeaway. A bad miss, but Apu for the board. No hit on the rim. Eventually turns into Travion Graham. Rebound. Boyd going baseline, but cut off. Now relocating, leading with a 3 and canning it. I think the Pilots would be more than willing to switch either JB or Travion onto Briscoe, who's now in the deep corner, but not trapped. Takes the deep 3, and it was wayward the moment he released it. The margin is 7. Let's see how much the Pilots can make up in a minute. Graham kicks to Justin. Now he drives, kicks to Travion. His 3, got it. And a 4-point ball game just like that. Isaiah playing a 2 for 1 and counters with a 3. Justin dribbling out as much as the clock as he can. Julian Boyd trying to get set. Justin goes, puts it up, no. And a foul, they say, on the rebounding Steelers. We do get a stop, but allow a couple of free throws. Yeah, look, easy drive and kick offense that Isaiah Todd backs out of on the contest. Just go. You see Julian Boyd on the game. Was perfect from the line. We blame that on the broadcast crew, not on the broadcasters. Jones will return as I want to protect Travion from a 5th personal. Hope our courtside people are all right, and the still be a second left on the clock. Important for the Steelers to match up. Let's see what the Pilots have for a 1-second play. Ethan is going to come back into the game. Just the near side player will just dribble it out. So it's going to be the Steelers up by 6 points heading into the 4th and final frame of this one.
又到了和 Pilots Crew Roll 的时刻啦 ！Dance Cam 来了，让我看看是谁跳得最卖力，就有机会获得空姐手中的达美乐披萨兑换券哦。现在你们听到的是家康的应援曲，跟着空姐一起跳起来，比出射手的姿势。弟弟非常好。 比出射手的姿势，一起为家康应援。美女撞到你了，非常好，就是这样，跟着 PLEAGUE 一起跳起来，非常好，非常好。哇，你们做的都超棒的。接下来你们听到的是69卢俊祥的应援曲，相信大家都很会跳了，跟着 PLEAGUE 一起跳起来。有刺青袖套的朋友也露出你的刺青袖套，一起跳。非常好，跟着也来一起跳起来，就是这样，一起为俊祥加油应援喽！佩岑友友非常棒，非常好，感谢各位常客，也谢谢 PLEAGUE。等一下比赛继续进行中，大家要继续为领航员加油。
Pussy 球迷 ，Oh My Basketball 是我本人在 ID Bar 学英文吧，教你篮球的英文术语，欢迎大家点资讯栏连结一起学习。A 2-point lead after the first half, and now a 6-point lead after 3 quarters. The Steelers looking to break their losing streak and get their second win on the season. I think a really big thing is Isaiah Briscoe's patience too. Over the top pass, easily read. After the Braves were able to break off that play against the Pilots, the Steelers do so as well. But they turn it over themselves, and now Kaohsiung just committed his 5th personal foul. Not only the turnover, but the unfortunate for him bump foul. On the other side, Amdi, too physical. He commits the offensive foul.
It's why he finally do like this, because before he's fouling. He's fouling before.
That was the last bit of contact, not what Yurgi was pointing out. Boyd switched on to Isaiah, who flops, then spins in a beautiful move. Leaving some men behind as Apu tried to front Justin over to relocated Anderson. His floater, no, but he was fouled. And a look at Isaiah. Might have even earned himself bonus there. Credit to Apu to come for the basketball after Briscoe gave up his dribble. And Amdi, too handsy, he fouls. So some patience here in the 4th quarter. Quickly swung out. Shimaga had made a 3 early in the game. Now flings it and twirls it in. A huge boost for the Steelers. but just like that, a foul the other way. That's the Steelers' third. Pregame got 2 in the air and somehow gets it to go. Because I was going to say, Chimaga stayed down. Loose ball foul against the Pilots now. And on Andy, who this time is confused.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Third personal on Andy.
Andy, forget. Andy, forget. Let's go. Let's go.
If that's 3 on him, surprisingly, that's all in the fourth quarter. Looks like somebody needed to eat their breakfast as Taoyuan made a 3 early in the game, but missed that one short by 2 feet. Justin can't shake the defense. Now falling away is blocked, and it's going to be a 3-on-1. Anderson races and forces a back pass, and Marcus, trailing the play, scores the lay-in. But nobody covers Justin as he quickly counters with 3. And back to the margin we started the quarter with. As much as we can compliment the Steelers for a 2-play sequence, then they just outright give up an open 3. Chimaga backing down Boyd, wants to avoid any fouls, and an easy scoop in. You see Chimaga 31 points. Fabian falling away and left it short. The whistle does come as Julian Boyd sent flying across the hardwood. Only Chimaga second. Cody Chimaga this season had a high of 26 points. Way surpassing that mark. Now all that's left is 30 rebounds. And the other stats, but we'll see about that. Over the top pass, and finally a call against Galway-Lund. He was holding way earlier before he started complaining. And that's his 6th personal. And the time we're talking about that, he didn't have such a good time in Taoyuan Arena. He's 6 fouled out of the game, and then flipped off fans behind the pilot section. Despite Coach Cho telling him to wave goodbye, I don't think waving the middle finger is and gaining a fine from the league is what Coach meant. Javion Graham trying to find some rhythm in the game. Misses his 3rd free throw of the night. Makes an adjustment as Macy Guandayo ankle turn on Sunday, so not available tonight, it seems. Seven-point game as Chimaga now has Jaron Jones on him. Justin comes with a help and forced into a wild miss as Ethan saves it from going out of bounds. Definitely can use some help guarding Chimaga on the block. Pilots rotated around to an open Jones short, and a brilliant pass by Abu up court, and Ethan fouls in transition. Really, the Pilots can only blame themselves for missing what apparently was an open shot. Getting a look at Abu anticipate that pass as he was going for the rebound, and you see the tap on the elbow by Ethan. Not that easy to see, even with the LED big screen behind the scorer's table as Quirk drops in the first. And the second for a 9-point Steelers lead. They're a perfect 3 for 3 from 2 in the early goings, and that one's out of bounds. Pilots on the game have made 21 of 27 threes. And yet you still don't feel like it's enough. They've missed a number of open threes out there. How about Justin halfway down and out as Chimaga comes down with the board. Briscoe trying to get away. Nice skip pass. And trying to make the adjustment and a big bounce out. Su Yujing earning himself more playing time and an offensive foul. Didn't quite follow the action all the way down court. As we look here, Quirk ended up in a crawl. Briscoe counters, then swing move, and into the left-handed lay-in. Irgi calls timeout as the Pilots look gassed out there on the floor. Don't blame them as they're in their third game in 4 nights. So one last commercial break in regulation time. The Steelers 105 to the Pilots 94.
来拍打你的拍拍扇。对面青山位的朋友，2楼的朋友 ，clap clap 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 clap。我们乘客席左边的朋友一起加入。准备好了吗？一起加入你的声音。Let's go pilots!
Let's 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 go pilots!
Well, the fans might be enthusiastic, but the Steelers have scored 11 to the Pilots 8 when the Pilots started this quarter down by 6 points. The shot making is not there like it was on a Sunday. Steelers have benefited from a 16-6 advantage when it comes to fast break points. Jones fakes the handoff now, delivers it to Justin, sets a screen as Justin cut off. 3 seconds on the clock as Travion avoids the steal, open for 3 and got it. Maybe a lucky play for the Pilots, what they could use to get back into the ball game. Justin peekaboo with a Chimaga as Apu wide open for 3. It's up and overshot by a little bit. Chimaga ball on the deck though as the eventual whistle and an offensive foul. So credit for Chimaga for fighting in there, but it was kind of just a matter of time before amongst all those Pilots bodies he would hit somebody. against Zhu Yujing. Beats him physically, and again, no whistle from the referees. How about Apu making up in transition, and it's even worse. Justin taps it and aggressive with it. He's got 2 in front. As Travion getting around Briscoe. Now it's the Steelers who elect to call timeout. Pilots can make a lot of progress in short time. And a look at 3 taps of the basketball before Justin aggressive with it. You see just the slightest bit of contact as Briscoe held his ground. Over here, Travion taking advantage.
Because they are going to mark this here.
Pilots entering the 4th quarter have won 5 out of 7 games when the margin was 2 possessions or less. That includes going 2-1 against the Braves, Steelers, and Ghost Hawks in such games when they're down. So they might have blown out their share of opponents across the season to achieve, at this point, 17 wins. They've also can add East Asia Super League and now one BCL Asia East game to their resume. Briscoe cutting across, now going baseline, and he lays it in on the reverse. Very patient with it. Justin guarded by Apu, but looking for Jones, guarded by Quirk. He scoops it short, and Isaiah Briscoe will give it up as he gets it back. Apu actually calling the play. Maybe they want to run the same look. Briscoe counters over the top pass as Graham stays with him, and still with the left hand, a beautiful finish. The layup package is insane. Isaiah now crossing the 30-point mark. Graham, how about another 3? No good, and long rebound. Jones avoids one, lays it short as Amdi put back dunk. Keeps the Pilots alive in the ball game. Definitely some frustration let off as Amdi now with 7 points. Skip pass. Ethan matches up. No fouls to give as he doesn't get away with a travel in the middle of the floor. Zhu Yujing. On his season, his most minutes played was 10 minutes all the way back on January 16th, and only 7 games played his rookie season. Tonight, north of 11 minutes already as Travion over his shoulder. Might have took a shot to something. He's feeling it as eventually is asked to be helped up. You know, look. I don't know what was happening. There was a lot of bodies in the painted area. Travion Graham, despite being taken out because of fouls, despite the bumps and bruises, still has brought himself to 18 points on the game, the 4th double-digit score for the Pilots, but they need to get stops. Isaiah Briscoe cuts with some space. Jones is on him. They want to let him inside as now Chimaga kind of crowding the area. A kick out, Apu's 3, almost. And a foul against Chimaga is called. You saw a couple of Pilots were squeezed together, and they were the ones that caused an out of bounds. But let's get another look at. I think understandably, Chimaga not happy because it went off of Amdi's shin. But there was either contact to the arms, maybe even a body bump that can jar the ball loose. Yergi addressing Ethan and Justin, as I see Chimaga has 4 personal fouls to his name. Amdi with 8 points and 10 rebounds. Trying to pull the Pilots within 5 points. Steelers bring on Li Weiting, who started the game for Apu. Intercepted. Amdi back to Travion. No pass back as a strong finish. Don't look now, but a 1-possession game. Travion Graham tasked with Chimaga, staying vertical as Briscoe going at the 7-second mark. A jumper on the way, no good, but a bounce. On the bounce, it's good. We'll see if they say it's a tip-in, but Steelers get a little bit of breathing room as Jones patrolling the baseline. The Pilots start running offense. Justin, quick fire 3, no. He's been off since last Monday when the Pilots played in the Basketball Championship League in Malaysia. Now Briscoe, the dagger 3, he hits it. And an 8-point lead for the Steelers as the Pilots elect to call their short timeout under 2 minutes.
Good shot. Hey, look. Organized defense. MD 77, middle of the paint. Middle of the paint. As a foul, as a foul.
Last Sunday, Isaiah Briscoe, in their Steelers bid to defeat the Braves on the road, scored 7 points, but on 3 of 8 shooting, missing 4 consecutive shots toward the end. Tonight, he has 10 points on or 13 points on a perfect 6 of 6 shooting, and that you could say is the difference. Trying to figure out the substitution situation as Steelers will bring in Apu and have Li Weiting on Travion. couldn't quite come back on the Braves on Sunday. Andy screens in a second screen and avoiding the steal. Andy with the flush. Briscoe just an inch off of spoiling that attack. A quick double team and in some trouble. Quirk the relief. Going all the way to the left. Pass back to Apu. 3 seconds as Shimaga to Li Weiting. He got it off. They say a shot clock violation. The Pilots get 1 stop. And down by 2 possessions. They don't need a 3 as we have a lot of ball game left. They do want to score as we are in 3-for-2 territory. 3 possessions for them, 2 for their opponents. Justin approached by Apu as Andy screens to shot fake Jones. He shoots the 3, bricks it. And they still don't need to foul if they don't want to, but they do need to get and pretty much hold the Steelers scoreless the rest of the way. Briscoe brings all the defense as Li Weiting wide open. No, Shimago the board, going right at the basket, and he puts it through. Pregame in some trouble as Apu comes away with it. Now they're going to play the clock as the Steelers all but guaranteeing the stoppage of the streak. Briscoe not shaking Ethan as Apu left open for the 3 off the rim, and let's see about this foul. And it's Ethan with the foul. That means Shimago will go to the line. So credit to really the entire Steelers roster for that first half, but in the second half, Briscoe 20 points in the second half, and Jordy 20 and 10 in their second half. Ethan will elect to dribble it out as the Steelers, 116-108, break their losing streak at 12 games. Coach Show thanking the pilot staff for scheduling. There you see it. Steelers, in fact, better in 3 out of the 4 quarters, and really that second quarter took a very aggressive Pilots who went to the line for 15 free throw attempts there in that second quarter. So the Pilots' chase for the Braves record is now halted, and they still can get their revenge on April 12th for their final regular season game, but otherwise they're flying to Jakarta, Indonesia to play Pelita Jaya in the second BCL Asia East game. The Steelers, as mentioned, with a victory in hand, will begin a 4-game homestand across 2 weekends to end the season. So we've been told Isaiah Briscoe is being hooked up with a headset for the post-game interview. He felt like a renewed man out there, as I mentioned, really trying to will his team to a comeback in the previous Steelers game against the Braves, and was guarded too well. His final line, 39 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. We'll just push aside the 6 turnovers. Also was excellent from the field, 14 of 21. Also throw in 7 out of 9 free throws as well to wrap up his night, flanked by Chimaga's 33 points and 20 rebounds.
Thank you. You know, I always feel good when we win, but I'm extremely proud of the guys on the team. They played so hard. You know, even though it's the end of the season, I'm still on them every day in practice. I just got on them yesterday. You know, before practice, we had practice here, and you know, I'm just steady on it, and I'm just telling them, you know, just keep getting better, keep fighting, and I'm extremely proud of how they played today, everybody.
Now asked about the Steelers with a win in hand. And trying to
absolutely. All Steelers fans see you at the crib. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Well, thanks to Zay for joining Cai Jingjing and Zhang Zanlong on the Mandarin broadcast. His signature will be contributed as the Steelers will have a victory before they head home.
Thank you.
And unfortunately for the standings is all set, so they're not supposed to be playing spoiler for any playoff positioning. But certainly looking forward to the Steelers with a little bit of momentum, especially from how hard they played and how together they played. And it was almost evident in the last time they won. They played the Braves very well on January 12th before the game finally slipped out of their grasp late in the ball game. So looking forward to that and across the next 4 games as we'll take a break. Looking forward to wrapping things up from the final home game of the regular season from Taoyuan.
Yeah. 谢谢 Palace Group， 谢谢所有球场的工作人员。
So hopefully you weren't fooled by any April Fool's Day jokes, as on April 1st, 2025, the Steelers come on the road and get their first road victory, its 2nd overall in the season over the #1 Pilots. Really fighting hard from beginning to end of the ball game. I think it's none more evident than 10 second half offensive rebounds, really breaking the back of the Pilots' possible comeback opportunities. There's the final team statistics: points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. The Steelers made 5 second half threes, so not nearly at as efficient rate as their first half of things, but there you see the fourth line down, most important, having a rebounding edge, though turned the ball over more and allowed quite a few Pilots free throws, 43 in the end, but they survived. And we'll look forward to going home. Kaohsiung Municipal High on Saturday, April 5th and 6th, part of Tomb Sweep Weekend, long holiday, long break weekend here in Taiwan. First, the Ghost Hawks and the Braves on Saturday and Sunday. And if not for that weekend, April 12th and April 13th, Saturday and Sunday, Pilots, Braves, respectively, to wrap up the regular season. We hope to see you in the building or maybe once again on our broadcast. So on behalf of Zhang Zanlong and Cai Jingjing, our Mandarin broadcasters, Formosa Television, the Plus League offices, I've been Ryan Chen. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.